today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here come the Steelers now on offense, led out by a man who's been at the controls since 2004. Six-time Pro Bowler, Ben Roethlisberger.
And it's not out of the question. It's not out of the realm at all to wonder if this might be the final season for Big Ben, either in a Steeler uniform or in the NFL period. He re-signed back in March saying, "It's my greatest honor to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and give my all for the organization." Had a big year in 2020, 33 touchdowns, just 10 interceptions, and led the Steelers to an 11-0 start. You have to think that he would love to end his career the way Peyton Manning and John Elway did, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy and heading off into the sunset.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. First carry for Najee Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Presley Harvin now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
The tackle. Nice. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
You don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Jones. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Now Carr on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. The 20, 10, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll run it with Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Carr going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Solomon Thomas picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. That swung out wide to Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short snap, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The throw, touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Joe Schobert, number 4 in the NFL in tackles last year, in to make the stop. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. One more time with Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Ray McLeod to return. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Completion here to Claypool. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Divine Diablo. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Carr, flush to his right. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we'll head down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Now Jones. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. And they start the second half with Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. To throw his Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Now a play fake. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? They only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. In this play, he took them to the limits.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question. So Mike Tomlin correcting his assessment to throw the flag there. The terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He's got a man. Complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Harris going to get it again on second down. Rumbling past the 30. And some room to roam now, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Back to Smith-Schuster. This time complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Trucks over him, and he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Quickly a slant to Renfro.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 16.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. McLeod now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 21-10, a minute 52 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's Ben. It's brought in by Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Roethlisberger. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now Ben. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And some room to work. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. McLeod now on the return.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Najee Harris, the one he was looking for.
And that'll bring up second down. Here's Roethlisberger.
Connecting with Johnson.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw here, Roethlisberger.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Las Vegas,
it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.